Travis Wayne Goodson. Matthew chapter 18, starting in verse 23, or the parable from verse 23, starting in verse 23. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. That's a lot of money. But forasmuch as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife, and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of the servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him, and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out, and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence. So the comparison is quite large, or the gap is quite large. And he laid hands on him, and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet, and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, and went and cast him into prison, till he should pay the debt. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done. Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, Thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desirest me. Shouldn't not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? And the Lord was wroth, and delivered him to the tormentors, till he should pay all the debt that was due unto him. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses. So they're using money for our hearts. But is there a situation where this can be taken literal? Mormons love to literalize Scripture. So let's literalize this. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you knew where this was headed, right? You know my channel by now? You knew where we were going with this? Yep, it's tax exempt with the IRS. The IRS collects the debt of the citizens and the businesses in this nation. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is forgiven their debt to the United States because they're tax exempt under the 501c3. So as Mormons, we pay tithing. We have to pay tithing. There's no way we can avoid it unless our bishop slacks. We have tithing settlement that's now been renamed, where we have to give in a stewardship of our debt to God, who paid the debt for us. And yet we still get a tax deduction too with our tithing. That's strange, except in Australia. Except in Australia, for only the church. No other religion, if you remember that scandal. That is fairly recent. And so yes, tithing is a debt we owe. They quote Malachi, even though they interpret it incorrectly. Will a man rob God? They're claiming tithing is the debt we owe to Jesus. And thus we have to pay it, or we cannot be Mormon. We can attend church, but that's it. We can't get callings, we can't get priesthood, we can't go to the temple, can't do none of that. We don't get approved for baptism, again, unless a bishop slacks for the sake of numbers to make himself look good. But it's going to bite him in the end, because the church is going to say, hey, wait a minute, where's his tithing? Do you now see how the church is the servant who owed a debt and then was forgiven of their debt, and then come to the Mormons, who are their servants, their slaves, who have to pay them money, for which the church will not forgive us our debts. We are punished, tortured. We are forced to commit crimes with the payment of our debt. So it's even worse with the church. So, isn't that great? The Bible is so fun. Can learn so much about the church through the Bible. Right, Mormons? Who's staying in the church still? Who?